Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at solving equations using the distributive property, okay? So a quick review of the distributive property. A good way of looking at multiplication is looking at the area of a rectangle. We know in a rectangle it has a width and it has a length. Alright, so we know that 4 times 10 is 40, okay? But let's break this 10 up, okay? Let's say that there's a 2 plus an 8. So I have broken the length up, okay? So what we do is to find the area is 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 8 is 32. And we still get 40, okay? Now, let's parallel this and look at how it would look in the distributive property, okay? So, we've got 4 times 2 plus 8. Same thing. I just written it a little differently. How would we do it? Well, distributive properties would be 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 8 is 32. Okay? So, now let's look at what the distributive property looks like using variables. Alright, so what if I had something like this? 3 times x plus 7. Okay, how would that look like as a rectangle? Okay, let's draw the rectangle out. Okay, there's my rectangle. And so what I would do is put 3 as the width, and then I would put x plus 7 down here at the bottom. Okay, and we don't know what x is. Okay, so what would that look like? Let's look at this. So 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, so let's write that out. 3x plus 21. So look at, I distributed. 3 times x gave me 3x, and then 3 times 7 gave me 21. Now I can't do anything else with this because of this variable right here. Okay? So how would I use that in an expression? Okay? We're trying to build this quadratic understanding, solving equations using distributive property. So let's take a look at this. Okay? 2x minus 3 equals 18. Okay, now look. That was an expression. Now it's an equation. When it's an equation, the left side of the equal sign and the right side of the equal sign has to be equal. Okay? So, now I've got a variable trapped inside a parenthesis on the left side of the equation. So let's get it out using the distributive property. 2 times x is 2x. Remember, this is a multiplication sign. 2 times a negative 3, okay, is a negative 6. And then this side stays the same. Now, I have a 2-step algebraic equation that I can solve. Okay? We're building on knowledge. If you didn't understand how the multiplication worked, go back and watch another video of mine. And then what we're about to do here, if you don't know this already, I encourage you to go back and watch how we solve 2-step equations. So let's look at this. So we've got to get the x on the left side by itself. So what are we going to do? We're going to add 6 to both sides, okay? Getting rid, and then 18 plus 6 is 24. Now we still got to bring the 2x down. So we got rid of the negative 6 by adding a positive 6. How do we get rid of the 2? Well, that's multiplication. That's really 2 times x. To get rid of multiplication, we're going to divide this side to get rid of the 2. But whatever you do to the left side, you got to do to the right side. So we're going to also divide by 2. So what do we get? X is by itself, okay? And then we know that that's 24 over 2 is 12. Okay? Now, alright, let's do one more. So what do we do when we have a variable trapped in a bracket and we can't do anything else? Okay? So let's look at this one. Remember, that's an expression. We're going to make it an equation. So we can't do anything else because this variable's stuck in an equation. So what do? Remember. Distributive property to distributive property. Okay? So take a look at this. Remember, this is an unseen multiplication. 5 times x gets me 5x. 5 times positive 1 gets me a positive 5. This and this is the same. I have not changed this side of the equation. I have just written it differently. Okay? So when I bring the 45 on out, and it's still equal. The left side of the equation and the right side of the equation is still equal, just like it is out here. Now we're at a 2-step algebraic expression. Let's solve it. Well, what do? First, we've got to get this x, this variable, by itself. Okay? So we've got to get rid of the 5 here and the 5 here. Let's get rid of this plus 5 by subtracting 5. And now it's gone. But remember, anything we do to the left side, we got to do it to the right side. So let's subtract 5 here and get 40. So we still got this 5x. We don't have to worry about that anymore. 5x equals 40. How are we going to get rid of this 5? This 5 is really 5 times x. We just don't put the multiplication sign in there, okay? To get rid of multiplication, we have to divide. And that gets rid of it. And so we still have x equals, but whatever we did to the left side, we divided by 5. We have to divide by 5 on this side. And we know 40 over 5 is 8. So, remember, anytime you have a variable stuck in an equation, you can do the distributive property. And that will take you to a 2-step algebraic solution. I hope this helps. Thank you.